to build, how to read plans, how to use a ruler. We have like a toolbox build which is like kind of the first step of like learning how to use some basic tools, build their own toolbox, be able to go home with their own tools, and then next step would be to build a boat.
We've been building a lot of like 12-hour canoes, and we did a couple of jellyfish that were museum people.
Stuff you can get in the water and use, you have to.
Yes, absolutely.
But learning leadership skills, learning how to read plans, work together as a team, not just building boats, but building kids in a way. So it's been a good first year. So
Yeah, we built 8 boats. Somewhere around 8. And then we built like a funny boat at the museum, at the Mystic Art Museum, for their work that they do with London high school kids. And so we created a boat with them where the kids developed the whole thing. It's pretty goofy looking, but it's fun. And they were engaged with all the design and scaling of it. And that will be in their One World art show that opens up soon, about 2 weeks away, I think the opening is. We did cardboard boat camp in the summer for kids to build their own small 36-inch boat that they could read, interpret the plans, and then create those out of cardboard, which then they could decorate however they wanted. So we spent a lot of time talking about like purposes of boats, flags, and that sort of lightly touching on nautical and other ideas. But sort of just getting kids engaged and interested in what boats do and why we build boats the way we do. As a starter, a lot of primer work.
And that was like 8 to 11 or 8 to 12-year-olds, and just getting them to know like what parts of the boat, and just learning some language around that, and creativity and working together.
Yeah. And those plans that we gave them were in ratio, so they weren't at full scale. It's only 36 inches long was their final deal, but they had to figure out the math of getting there, which is not complicated, but for a summer camp program, they were all really frustrated until they figured it out. But it's been good. We've been sort of experimenting with a lot of things to try and figure out how to work with different age groups. But the intention is to really focus on high school kids so that we can do deeper team building and leadership work with them. So like middle school into high school, traveling with them for a couple of years is our intention.